Double 11 is the world's largest online shopping event in the world, and it is extremely important for Alibaba shareholders to understand the importance of this event. So, in this video, I will talk you what is the 11/11 event, why it is important for Alibaba company, and why that can be the catalyst for the future of this stock. And in the end, I will talk about future performance of what we can see from Alibaba stock from here and now. So let's start. First, Double 11 is also known as the Singles Day event. It was invented and it's held by Alibaba. It's basically the Prime Day on China, where Alibaba invites their merchants. It can be international brands, their domestic brands, where they hold a lot of sales and promotions on their product. And basically, it's the day, and it's 2 weeks, I do believe, a 90-day campaign. It started in the 24th of October. It ends in the 11th of November, the double 11 date, and it's the day where they have a lot of promotions and there are a lot of record sales on China. It's basically the world's largest online shopping event in the world. It's a Prime Day of China. So this turns to be really important for Alibaba because that is where their revenue can increase. And in the past, it is the 15th anniversary of this event, and it's always like a barometer for the stock and the Alibaba company. Basically, they started 15 years ago, and every single year they have record sales, except for the last year in the 2022 year, where they hid the sales results. For example, they said it was in line with the last year, but bear in mind, last year was a really bad year for the Chinese economy and for Alibaba as well. We have seen like Alibaba struggling in the last years. It's down a lot, and Alibaba shareholders know that, and that's why it might be a really good opportunity still to buy some shares of Alibaba, and that's why we are talking now about the stock. So last year a lot of struggle, and this year, if this event turns to be really good, it could be the turning point, the catalyst that the stock is needing. So that's why I'm covering this, and it's really important for Alibaba shareholders to know the importance of this event, because it might be the most important day for Alibaba stock this year. So and they are investing a lot. I'm seeing a lot of news about this event. They are doing record investments, even though the economy is not growing as expected this year. They are still recovering, and they are still growing step by step. And this event can be a really good catalyst. We are not seeing Chinese people buying a lot. The e-commerce is not growing a lot, even though last earnings report was a really good report for Baba, especially in Tmall and Tmall, which is their e-commerce platform on China, where they sell the goods on China, and it is expected them to have record sales this year. So they are investing a lot. 1 million brands and merchants investing a lot for promotions. To be during this last, they have already started the event. They are doing some promotions already, but the big day will be in the double 11 day, so it will be in 2 weeks from now. They are saying we firmly believe the China market it's still has significant room for growth. The country manufacturer has a huge potential for further upgrades, and I do agree with that. Consumer demand in China is massive, even though the consumer is not buying as expected this year, but there are a lot of potential in the Chinese economy. I'm reiterating that. I really want you to know that China is huge. They have been growing a lot in the last decade, in the last 20 years, and they will continue. For example, this year is expecting China to not grow a lot, but they are expected to grow around 5%, which is a lot for me. And even though they were growing at 10% or double digits, growing at 5%, they will be the largest economy in the world in the next few years. So that is words of the CEO of Tmall. They are really optimistic about this event. They are investing a lot, and this event Double 11, it is expecting to be a really good event for Alibaba. So if they turn out to be record sales, a huge growth in their sales, it will be Alibaba stock will be a catalyst for Alibaba stock for sure, and we will be expecting this event with optimism, and it might be the turning point for Alibaba. Even though we are trading around the $80, there are a lot of resistance on this 80 mark. I do believe there are not many sellers out there who want to sell Alibaba under $80. There are a lot of buyers that are waiting for the right entry point, and this might be a starting of a good recovery in China and for Alibaba stock and other Chinese companies. So it might be, we can, if this catalyst is good, we can go to 120 easily, and then after that, if you break resistance, you'll go to $180 easily. And then everyone was afraid of China, and when we hit that mark of $180, everyone will be buying Alibaba shares again, and we might go to 300, and we don't know. We can predict the future. I'm just telling you that that's how it works. Everyone now is afraid of Chinese stocks. It's uninvestable still, but the Chinese economy is still growing a lot. Alibaba is growing a lot as well, and this might be the turning point. I don't know, but maybe we can have a change in the sentiment from the investors. It can be what will happen in the future. I hope it can be a catalyst. I'm a huge bull on Alibaba. For me, I'm still looking at Alibaba. I'm not buying anymore because it's my largest position in my portfolio. Full disclaimer, I do own the company, but just do your due diligence, and it is your opinion that matters. I'm just saying what I'm seeing and what I do believe, but you have to do your due diligence and look into it if you like the stock or do you think it is a really good investment. For me, there are not much downside in this stock, and there is a huge upside. It's gonna be really difficult for the stock to break the $80 or going to 60 again, but it's only a $20 downside, and this stock can be at $120 easily, 180 easily. And even though the sentiment changed and everyone is bullish again on China, we can go to 300 easily as well. So there are a lot of upside with a low downside still, but there are always risks in China. We don't know what will happen, and it's impossible to predict the future. And if you see someone predicting the future, don't believe in him. I'm just saying that, talking about possibilities, and anyone can predict the future, and so we have to looking into probabilities and different scenarios, and that's the scenarios I'm looking into it and what I think of Alibaba company. So this 11 event can be huge for the stock. I do believe the sentiment and the consumers is recovering, and this can be a really good catalyst for the stock. So I hope you find this information useful, guys. I hope you liked it, and if you liked it, please subscribe, guys. Bye.